It's out with the old and in with the new. I have bought these 3.7 volt cells. I've put 4 in series to give me a 12 volt system, and I've put my MPPT controller next to it. So now that it's all wired up, I just put these in series. I just put some insulation on them just to make sure that they're, you know, not directly accessible. I'm going to cover it up nicely. Let's just test if my MPPT controller recognizes this, and yes it does. Let's see what it says. Is the battery really empty? Oh no, it's not empty. State of charge 81%, 13.2 volts, 0 amps going out, 1.5 on the PV. So basically that means that it's empty. All right, so now I'm going to wire up my leads for my no-code charger, and I also have an inverter in there that I'm going to show you right now. Here's the full setup right now. I got the MPPT charger, the battery, and I have an inverter, a 1000 watt inverter, kindly donated to me by my neighbor. As you can see, it does power on. So yeah, this is a nice little thing to have when you go camping, when you do stuff. This came out of a basement, so it's a little bit dusty, but it actually fits nicely. It slides right in here with the battery. Also the MPPT charger slides right in with the battery. I have them in here just for transport. However, for charging I take everything out and of course plug it in to my solar, or when I'm using this I'm gonna take this out, but it turns into a nice compact box. As you can see, everything tucks away nicely for transport. My battery, my solar charger, and the inverter itself, and of course I can close this box, and yeah, I can basically now lift this whole thing up with one hand, whereas before with my lithium ion, right, this was super heavy. So this is half as heavy as before. Now the beauty of these big batteries is that they're 280 amp hour, and being the LiFePo batteries, actually it's lithium ferrite polymer, so lithium polymer batteries. Being lithium polymer batteries, they can be discharged down to 100%. I was also planning to add a DALI BMS onto this, a 200 amp DALI BMS, but now I've sort of seen that this thing actually works without a BMS. The charging is, the cells are pretty similarly charged. The actual controller keeps a pretty good charge on them, so I might actually forgo the BMS just because this thing is huge. It's massive. I didn't think it was going to be this massive. So yeah, that's something to consider. Maybe in another iteration I will put this thing on. This is a 200 amp EMS. This means that you can charge at 200 amps. I went a little crazy since I'm going to be charging at like, what, I don't know, 10 amps maybe. I should have just bought a 10 amp BMS and stuck it in there. But I was thinking, well, maybe, you know, I'm going to be doing this more seriously, pump some serious juice through it. But you know, it's unlikely that that's going to happen, so maybe I'll just put a smaller BMS in here just to have a battery management system, just to make sure that it charges and stops charging at temperatures, and it balances the batteries out as well, and that's the only thing I'm concerned about. Yeah, anyway, that's the new battery, and today is a sunny day, so I'm also going to be testing out the solar, seeing how it's fared over the year, and you should see that in my next video. All right, Thank you very much for watching. Bye.